its way up the bestseller lists. It, among others, contains these three assertions, which I quote. 1. There is a revolution of satisfied expectations, the uneasy feeling that accompanies actually receiving the things that you dreamed of. 2. That society is undergoing a fundamental shift from material want to meaning want, with ever larger numbers of people reasonably secure in terms of living standards, but feeling they lack significance in their lives. A transition from material want to meaning want is not a prediction that men and women will cease being materialistic. No social indicator points to such a possibility. It is a prediction that ever more millions will expect both pleasant living standards and a broad sense that their lives possess purpose. This is a conundrum, as meaning is much more difficult to acquire than material possessions. 3. That new psychological research, which seeks to explain why some are happy and others not, suggests it is in your own self-interest to be forgiving, grateful, and optimistic. That these presumptively altruistic qualities are actually essential to personal well-being. Significance is an existential need, not an economic need. Summing up the field, nearly all well-being research supports the basic conclusion that money and material needs are only weakly associated with leading a good life. The magic number at which money decouples from happiness is far less than you might think. In fact, some research suggests it may be as low as about $40,000 for a family of 4. My basic logic, and Lloyd's too, as you will discover as you listen to his account, goes like this. Why trade that which you can't acquire enough of, significance, for that which you have plenty of already, success? All of us will face a final exam when we arrive at heaven's gate for the beginning of our new life. As I visualize it, there will be 2 questions. 1, what did you do about Jesus? And 2, what did you do with what I gave you to work with? The book you are about to listen to is like getting the right answers before the exam, a pretty good deal, and not a moment too soon. Bob Buford, author, Halftime, Changing Your Game Plan from Success to Significance, founder, Leadership Network. Introduction. 10 years ago, I made a midlife decision to reorient my life toward significance. Now I no longer have that sick feeling in my stomach of being trapped in a life of busyness, pursuing things that won't last at the expense of things I value most. Strangely, though, I work just as hard as ever. I feel little stress, especially when compared to the gut-wrenching stress I experienced as a real estate developer in the first half of my life. I'm free of the rat race. I remember those sleepless nights, rolling around in bed wondering if the bank would fund my next deal or whether demand for my seniors' housing project would be as strong as I predicted. I remember the anxiety of thinking I was wasting my life chasing illusions, secretly asking myself if this is what I was created to do. Sure, I still worry from time to time, when the stock markets fluctuate or unexpected family expenses emerge, but it's a different kind of worry. I still enjoy working hard, reaching goals, and taking risks. But today, I do it out of a sense of calling rather than some unexplained inner drivenness. I do it with the confidence that I'm in the sweet spot of what I was created to do. And I'm having the time of my life. I wake up every morning feeling lucky to know what I'm passionate about. I know the things I'm good at, and I've been given the gift of being able to focus my life on them. I made that halftime transition in 1993. I pushed the pause button in the middle of the game of life so that I might look back on the lessons and accomplishments of the first half to reflect on what will really matter in the long run, and then to redirect my life in the second half. Specifically, I wanted to pursue the possibility of moving from success to significance. But without millions of dollars in the bank, I knew it would take creativity and intention to discover how to pursue significance. How I made this transition, mistakes and all, is the subject of this book. Hundreds of thousands of people have read Bob Buford's book Halftime and felt touched with